Okay, everybody, we're back for video number 2.
Hi! Welcome to what Celeste is doing today.
She's going to finish up this last run. It's going to go over a little bit, but not worried about it. The only reason I left grass around the entire enclosure for the garden was just to rotate the tiller around a little bit. Next year, this might all end up being all garden. I've had a lot of trees, as you can see here, around my privacy fence there. There's too many roots going out through here to really come any further, and that's why I ended up doing the boxes above ground. So I'm trying that. I'll maybe do a bigger one out here, something that's just large enough to put, reach in. You want to be able to reach over it. You don't want to have to climb into a box. So you want to keep it within 3 foot or so. You put quite a bit into these raised boxes. The one I do have, it's about 18 inches. They're 3 1x6s on this one here. I got potatoes and onions. So as we do that, and they start growing more, the spuds, I checked them. They're starting to come up a little bit. They're growing roots. They're not coming up out of the ground yet. So get that, and then as those start growing, I'll put some more dirt around the spud. Again, that's another video that Celeste will be doing as she finishes up here. We definitely didn't put enough of the little ties in the ground, so we're basically doubling from what we did the couple days ago. I do get a lot of wind. It's pretty flat out here, with a couple acres all around me, other than my fence line that kind of holds back some of the wind, which is good. Last year I did take the fence up all the way around and then mowed and let the dogs go in here and do their whatever they wanted to do in here when everything was overgrown or done for the season. I don't have many trees in my yard, so my neighbors like it when I come over and try to grab a lot of their leaves when they fall. I'll come over and with my tractor and wagon and fill it full up and just dump it all over this thing and let it sit all winter and till it up in the spring. Right now, that's the only type of fertilizer I'm doing right now, is just basically a little organic leaves. But we did do a little compost, a little 55-gallon drum. I don't know how well that's going to go, how much I'm going to produce. I'll have to make a little bin to put it in as I start producing a lot of the soil. And that way maybe I could spread it on here next year a little bit at a time and see how it goes, if it helps fertilize it. Again, I have not put any fertilizer on my garden. It grew really well last year. Even in the drought, I didn't even water it very much, and everything seemed to do really well. So, but I don't want to suck all the nutrients out of the soil by over gardening it without adding some nutrients back into the soil. So I might look at some fertilizer. I don't want to do the horse manure. That adds a lot of seed of grasses and everything that can really make a mess, even though it's very potent and very good organically stuff. But yeah, it adds a whole lot of weeds. So I'm not a big fan of that. I just like to get a good 10 by 10 fertilizer, 10. It's like a starter fertilizer. Just throw it down, let it sit. You can do a straight nitrogen in the winter. Might be doing that, which is like a 2800. You just take my spreader and just run over everything pretty heavy and just let it melt into the soil and let it sit all winter. And that might help out some. And then I'll do a 10 next year. I'm not putting anything on it this year. Next time I'll till it up. I'll actually fertilize it and then till it under. See what happens. Let's see how that goes. So she's pulling it. Like I said, we're just going to put it right over the grass. Again, I don't care if it kills it. I got some viney stuff. I got some what is that, honey, that we're doing? A cantaloupe and a watermelon that I might plant over on this end down here right on the edge, and take this fabric and lay it over in the dirt to allow it to vine in there without a whole bunch of weeds and grass growing up, because once it starts growing and vining, I won't be able to cut the grass. So I did that with my cantaloupe. I got some good, a little bigger and softball ones, and got a little rabbit in here that liked them more than I did, apparently.
Done.
So,
Hi. Woo.
all right. So what do you think, babe?
Yeah, very good. So, there you go, guys.
We're gonna put one more in between here.
Oh, okay. By the way, hello sa inyong lahat. Medyo pagod, pero okay lang. Pero, if we start growing our stuff in here, at least I will video some if they growing, then they produce fruits and vegetable. So, that's it. Salamat. Salamat sa panonood. Don't forget to leave your comments, suggestion, and question. And please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you. See you again next time. Bye.